Okay, so I don't know if you noticed anything different, but I just took a shower, so I'm clean. It's really awesome. I'm like laying in bed and I'm like cold and like I'm okay, I'm not cold, but I'm comfortable and like I don't feel all like hot and gross. And like I was just talking to my roommate and we were like, oh my gosh, our sheets aren't gonna be nasty tonight. Well, they're still gonna be nasty from like previous nights, but that's okay. Anyways, I want to show you outside my window. That's outside my window. I just thought you should know. Okay, so today was a really good day. I woke up and I was just like struggling. I was like, God, I don't know. I'm just like, it's just like kind of a hard day or whatever. But this morning I got to share my testimony with the whole group of people. And it was really awesome because like for the first time in my life, like I told it like fully and like, okay, it was shorter than it's ever been because like we've been working on like 3-minute testimonies or whatever. But it was like the most truthful I've ever been in my entire life. And so it was just like a huge burden was just like lifted off, and it was just really an awesome experience. And so I was still just kind of like emotional about it or whatever, but then went on campus and I had some awesome discipleship with my discipler here in Project. Her name's Katie and she's really awesome. Love you, Katie. And then yeah, so that was really awesome. Sorry, I just keep like feeling my hair because I'm like, oh, it's wet and clean. Hey. Say hi.
Hey.
Oh wait, okay, go.
What?
Say something.
Oh my gosh, it's hot. And our toilet is full.
Don't tell them about it.
We
Okay,
just
our
read some
toilet's
great
really
Bible
gross.
verses.
Our toilet's really gross.
We read awesome Bible verses. It makes me really appreciate
Oh no.
It makes me appreciate Bethany's even more than mine.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe she just said that to you. Okay, we were just reading some Bible verses and just laughing because the Ghanaian men here are kind of forward about things sometimes. Like they're like, "Are you married?" And then you're like, no." And then they're like, "Well, I want to marry you." Like we were in the tribes and this guy came up to me and my friend. He's like, "I want to marry white. Which one of you can I marry? Which one will I marry?" And he just like asked us to marry him and we were like, we got boyfriends back home. And then
Humphrey. Don't forget about Humphrey.
oh, I need to tell him about Humphrey. Oh my gosh, I will tell you about Humphrey. Wait, okay, I want to finish about my day first. Okay, so my day was really good, and then we went on campus, and I got to share with this guy, and he was like, I don't know, like, I'm just not really sure if I'm going to heaven, and, like, one of the things we really talk about a lot is, like, assurance of salvation and stuff, and we were just like, no, you can be 100% sure you're going to heaven, because God, like, gave you this, and, like, blessed you with this stuff, and so it was really awesome, because, like, by the end of the conversation, like, I asked my friend Drake to come over and talk, because, we just needed a guy, because it was just hard. It was just two girls talking to one guy, and so that was just kind of hard. And we had Drake come over, and, like, Drake just was talking to him and, like, reiterating just the things that we had talked to him about, and, like, it was just awesome to, like, see him get it, you know? Like, it's just so awesome to, like, realize what we're doing here. The theme of, like, our week was, like, just inviting people to the feast, like, the feast that we're gonna have in heaven, like, after the wedding, you know? And so it was awesome because, like, we did this thing where we just, like, closed our eyes and we, like, envisioned, like, what it was going to look like and all these things. And, like, for me specifically, I just saw a lot of people, like, I looked around and, like, I saw people at the table, but I saw, like, tons of people just standing around the table and, like, they hadn't sat down yet. But today it was just really awesome because, like, we got to help someone sit down at the table, you know, like, they were ready, they were standing around the table, but they hadn't sat down yet. And so we got to help someone sit down. So it was really awesome. Okay, anyways, Humphrey. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I met this man.
Old man.
Like, he's like 90 years old. It's kind of gross. Okay. Okay, 90. That's an exaggeration. I would say he's like, how old is he?
He's at least 70.
Yeah, he's at least 70. Like, it's weird. Okay. Anyways, and so I met him, like, outside. Like, we were getting onto the buses to go somewhere, and I was just like, oh, hi, my name's Bethany. Like, hi. Well, I was like, FY, because the FY means, how are you in Awen? And I was just saying, like, yo, How do you say my name is anyway? I forget. Sorry, we're going through like 3 different languages, so I forget. I don't know. I was just like speaking to him, and anyway, it was kind of funny, just like a little bit, And he like apparently like really appreciated me talking to him or something. He like was the accountant at like the place we were staying, and so like he did all the money stuff. And so like he like gave he like my project leader Ben, he gave him 20 bananas to give to me. That's kind of weird. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but 20 bananas, like, that's weird, right? Okay. So he handed him 20 bananas to give to me, and I'm like, Ben came up to me the next day and was like, yeah, Humphrey really likes you. He gave you 20 bananas. And I was like, what? So that was kind of weird, but I was just like, well, whatever. Like, that was just sweet. Like, he's like a grandpa, right? So he calls me into his office the next day, which is, first of all, super sketch and super awkward. And he was like, hello, and we just talked, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to the fabric store, and he was like, oh, okay, and he's like, come visit me when you come back, and so I visited him, and, like, I just, like, like, he's, like, a cute old man, like, I was just trying to be, like, like, nice, like, I didn't think it was weird, but then he was like, I want to buy you 7 yards of fabric, which is, like, I don't know, it was probably, like, 40 CD or something, that would be kind of expensive. 40 CD, maybe a little bit more?
Yeah.
More than, yeah, I guess more than that, but, like, so... like 1 CD, or wait, 2 CD is like $150 American dollars. So, I don't know, he's probably wanting to spend like almost like $50 American dollars on me. And it was weird. I was just like, no, like, please don't do that. That's, like, you don't need to do that. That's fine. And then he was like, oh, well, what are you going to buy your parents when you go home? And I was like, oh, I'm probably going to buy my mom like some chocolate or something, because she really likes chocolate. So I thought I'd get her chocolate from like a foreign country, And he was like, oh, well, I'll buy it for you. And I was like, oh, no, please, you don't have to. Like, it's not, like a super big deal or whatever. Like, please, like, don't go out of your way. And so he did, of course. And then I find out from Katie, the girl who lives here that we, like, talked to, he bought, like, the most expensive chocolate on me. And, like, he bought me 3 boxes, which is, like, really expensive here. He spent, like, way too much money. Like, it was, I'm seriously like, what? And then I find out that when people do that means they, like, because we were in, like, villages or whatever area, like, the Volta region, and so, I know, that means, like, he was, like, basically, like, proposing to me, and, like, I had no idea, and I accepted all these gifts. So, I gave him some gifts in return, like, hopefully to, like, be like, hey, I wasn't trying to, like, accept your marriage proposal. I was like, ah. So yeah, that was my interesting experience. And he asked for my address, and I felt really bad because I was just like, well, I move around a lot, like, I don't really have one. And he's like, oh, okay. So I feel kind of bad, but, like, ugh, so uncomfortable. Anyways, hopefully we got to show him God's love. But, yeah, so that was pretty awesome. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys. Yeah, today was just really awesome, like, just learning about God's love and just really realizing how beautiful He is, and it's just been an amazing, amazing journey, and I can't wait to come home and share all my stories with you, and just, it's such an amazing thing, like, seriously being here, like, I just can't even explain to you, like, how much it means, like, to be here, to be in Africa. It's like, I'm just, like, starting to realize, like, I'm actually in Africa, and I've been here for 2 weeks, but, like, you really start to realize, like, where you are and what you're doing, and holding little baby children in your hands, and, like, realizing that, like, we're worshiping, like, the same God, and, like, it's so awesome to be, like, halfway across the world and worshiping the same God. Like, you just, and, like, you like, see these people who, like, when you're in America, you, like, oh, my gosh, they, like, their life sucks. Like, I can't believe people live like that, da-da-da. But the thing is, like, they're so happy, and they don't want your pity, and they don't, like, they're so happy. They're so much happier than us. Like, and they think of America, they're like, oh, those poor Americans, like, they, like, have to deal with all that stuff, and it's just a really humbling experience. Like, I don't think I'll ever be the same after this, like, just seeing these people, and I don't know. We were talking about, like, what we miss and stuff from home, and I have to admit, there's a couple things I'm really excited about. One, cold water. to hot showers. Yeah. But things that aren't really necessary important. Also, lack of bug bites. I have tons, and I'm like really freaked out because I'm like, I'm gonna get malaria. But okay. Anyways, I was like all emotional, and then I just like kind of changed the subject. But yeah. So also, yeah. Okay, I'm done. I probably shouldn't stop talking. But yeah. So it's just been a really awesome experience, and people here are just beautiful. All right. I will talk to you later. Probably tomorrow. Okay, bye. Okay, this is weird. I'm sorry. Bye!